harmony, love, and the top psyche above. I'm Shula Salim, the ghetto Prince Hakeem, leader of my new me, here to help you transform into your new you. Now, what we got today? All right, so this is something that I want to talk about because I'm going to school for it, and this is something that I want to introduce as I get further in my YouTube career to help and give back to my people. All right. And when I say my people, I don't necessarily mean any particular race. It just means the people who are like-minded, the people who are subconscious and aware, and who want to progress and benefit and better their lives as they continue to go down this path called life. So I got a treat for y'all. So a while back in school, I learned this excellent way to imagine your reality into existence. Literally. Of course, with anything, you can't just imagine, but imagination is the consistent key. The consistent key that's going to get you in the door. Once you get yourself in the door, you continue to imagine, and you put actions behind that imagination, then you'll have a house before you know it, right? So we're going to do an exercise. This exercise is not going to take long at all, but it is going to be something you can do on a day-to-day that's going to help you stay focused, redirect any negative attention, and fill yourself up with positivity by imagining what you want and using self-hypnosis. So this is a form of self-hypnosis. This is actually self-hypnosis, okay? Now, just to dispel some myths, hypnosis is not no, ooh, I'm going to control you, none of that stuff. Hypnosis is simply using your imagination, using your mind, and allowing someone to guide you directly where you want to go, okay? So it's not anything scary. It's not what we've seen on TV. Those are all falsalities, or they're only bits of truth. But hypnosis just strictly is it's like imagine your brain being as a refrigerator, and everything that you put inside of this refrigerator, the refrigerator is consumed of. So when you want to go inside the refrigerator and you open it up, and what you see inside that refrigerator is what makes you and your mentality. So if you have a bunch of fresh foods in there, if you have a bunch of healthy foods in there, versus if you have a bunch of soda, a bunch of junk, this is your mentality, literally with your own refrigerator. But if you can imagine it as your brain. And so your conscious mind is when you go inside the refrigerator and you grab what you want and you pull it out of the refrigerator to maybe, let's say, take a sip or pour you a glass of something and you drink it. You're bringing your attention directly on to something. That is the conscious mind. The subconscious mind is the refrigerator. It's what you don't see, but you know it's there and it's playing out in that refrigerator. So you know your ketchup is on the door. You know that you have some tacos left over in the bottom. You know that you have a soda bottle or whatever water, if you drink water. I know that's kind of crazy nowadays, but if you drink water, you have water bottles or water jugs in your refrigerator. And you have all these things that you accumulate inside of your refrigerator that's just there that you're not consciously thinking of until you what? You open it, right? So now we're going to be opening up your subconscious mind, and what we're going to be replacing the soda, the junk food, and all the negative things with is positive things that you want to do and what you want to become in your mind. And therefore, what it becomes in your mind and what you act on, you become and you are. All right, so let's get it. So if you want to follow along, all you need to do is find a spot to sit down. It can be something like this chair. It can be laying on the floor but your back against the wall, or if you have a good posture, you can lay in monk mode, meditation mode, crisscross applesauce, or even if you want to lay on your bed and do it. If you're in a wheelchair, whatever, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, as long as you have something that you can sit upon and that you're comfortable with sitting upon, okay? You'll be good to go. All right, perfect. So now we're going to begin. So I want you to sit up straight as much as you can. As much as you can. Don't worry if you can't sit directly straight up. And I want you to put your hands on your lap. And now, I want you to find a spot on the ceiling or on the wall, somewhere that's above you, to where you can tilt your head up just a little bit. And I want you to find that spot, and I want you to stare directly at that spot. And when you find that spot, wherever it may be, you might notice that the more you stare at that spot, the harder it is to look away. The more that you try to look away, the more that spot becomes the only thing you stare at, right? And so, as you continue to look at that spot, you start to just take a few deep breaths in and out, like so. And you may notice that with every deep breath and with the rhythm of your breath, that spot is becoming more and more vivid, more and more easy to stare at. And on one of those breaths, doesn't have to be now, doesn't have to be in a few seconds, doesn't even have to be in a moment. But on one of those exhales, you can find your eyes start to close until they're completely shut, like a door. Now, as you notice that your eyes are shut and you can see the back of your eyelids, focus on those breaths, focus on your breathing. And you may notice that some of your attention, as you're listening to my voice, of course, starts to move towards the top of your scalp, almost as if you were looking outside of yourself from a top view down at your head. And as that attention is focused on your scalp, you begin to feel this sense of calm and relaxation energy, almost like a massage through your head. And as you feel that feeling growing more and more, it's also accompanied by a feeling of happiness. As you start to feel happy, you notice that this feeling moves down towards your forehead, even further down, touching your eyelids and your eyebrows, even further down, touching your nose and both of your cheeks, feeling so happy, so relaxed and so calm. And that feeling continues to flow like a river down towards your lips, and your mustache, or if you don't have a mustache at all, where it would be placed, in your chin, and even your jawline, around towards your ears. You can feel that same sensation, moving right to the back of the head. And as it continues to flow just like water, you feel that same feeling flow directly down to your neck. as you feel that feeling on your neck, you notice that it begins to loosen up things in that area, making you feel even more relaxed and calm. And this energy, just like water flowing from a faucet or a waterfall, or whatever you can see as water flowing, starts to flow even further down your body towards the collar, shoulders, down your arms, towards your torso and mid-back, and even further down towards your hands, fingertips, your lower stomach, from your little tickle of belly button there, and your lower back. Feels amazing, doesn't it? And it continues to even flow even more, slowly but surely, like honey or syrup. Slowly but surely. Even further towards the buttocks, towards your upper hips, upper legs, and even further down towards the hams and the kneecaps and the quads. Feeling that sensation just vibrate like a nice, warm, safe, and fulfilling massage. Absolutely being captivated by relaxation and calmness. And as it flows even further down towards the calves and the shin, you feel it flowing towards the ankles and the top of the foot. You notice that this energy just is almost complete, like a complete filling of the whole body, turning into pure relaxation and calmness as it runs towards your toes and the bottom of your foot. And now that this feeling has consumed your complete body, and now that you notice that your breathing has become even calmer and even more relaxed, you notice that you start to go even deeper. I'm going to count from 5 to 0. And you can just listen to my voice, or you can count yourself. And on the count of 0, you're going to go deeper into the subconscious mind. Starting from 5, feeling that relaxation in the body. 4, starting to close the door to the outside world. 3, 2, and 1, directly deep sleep. 0. Now that you're deeper, feeling so relaxed, like a nice warm relaxation and calmness, I want you to notice that there's a word that may appear, a word that you can see. I'm not sure if it's distant or if it's close, but this word is very vivid. And what this word signifies is calmness, relaxation, or peace to you. It also signifies maybe something you aspire to be, become, or do in your lifetime. And as you focus on that word, you start to notice that it becomes a symbol. Now, I'm not sure exactly what you see as this symbol, but this symbol is a representation of just that calm, success, inspiring thing that you wish to do, become, or be. Now you may notice that this symbol has a smell of something so delightful, something that you really think it would smell like, something happy, something relaxing, something inspiring. And if you could imagine to touch it and put a mini hearing aid near it to hear what sound it would make, you can hear that sound sounds really good. And you can see that this symbol is very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. In its own special way. It doesn't matter not. All that matters is the feeling that you're getting. Relaxation and calmness. And if this feeling, or if this symbol is some type of edible symbol, maybe you can taste it. Isn't that delicious? Now, as the symbol begins to fade off into the distance, you notice that as it fades, your smile becomes even wider and wider. You didn't even notice that you would start to smile from the feeling of happiness and relaxation. Right there, that's a beautiful smile. Feeling so good inside. And now, you can visualize or imagine a staircase or a path with 18 steps or 18 footsteps towards. I just want you to imagine that symbol right in front of you, as if it's like a trustworthy friend helping you go down the stairs or go down that path. It's inviting you with love, happiness, relaxation, and trust, and calmness. And as you begin to take your first step forward, you notice that symbol is dancing with joy. And at the end of this, you can see something that just puts you at a state of pure relaxation that you can always trust to go to or imagine that you always have. Moving even closer at your own pace. Further and further. Closer and closer. The further away you move from the top or from the beginning, the closer you move towards the bottom or the end. Closer and closer. At your own pace, with each step feeling more comfortable than the last, with each step flowing more freely than the last. And when you finally get to the bottom or the end of that path or stairway, you notice that there's this something so relaxing that you can lie upon, sit at, or relax with. And as you let that settle in, going even deeper into this relaxation, calmness, and happiness, you start to visualize your life, not as it is today, but as it is you wish it and imagine it to be. All the beautiful things that you've overcome and what it in turn gave you as a result. All the happiness that it's brought you, all the relaxation, all the comfortability, all the security, and the consistency that it continues to bring to you in your life as it is. And this future you starts to become one with your current self. And you notice that everything that you are imagining right now is actually real. Everything that you imagine that's good, that's beneficial, that's positive and calming and relaxing and trustful is happening now. As you continue to get familiar with this scenery, just wondering how even more good you'll start to feel. You can just allow yourself to settle in that feeling, knowing that it won't go anywhere. It's always here for you because it is happening now. And just as you get settled even deeper, that symbol of that success, that calm, that love, that relaxation, that trust, that accomplishing, that inspiring and inspiration is there to comfort you. It's like a warm pillow. You can rest on that and rest with it. Now in a moment, I'll begin to count from 0 to 5. And in a moment, we will begin to wake completely and alertly. And you can count if you want to count at your own time. But remember to count from 0 to 5 as I'm about to do now, starting at 0. Coming out of that subconscious and more into an awakening state. 1, feeling more and more alert. 2, feeling the physical body and sensations coming back to life. 3, becoming more in tune. 4, 5, and wide awake. Wide awake, wide awake, wide awake. The eyes begin to open. The body sensation becomes even full and alert now. And you're completely aware with your surroundings, ready to begin whatever task you were doing or whatever you were about to. And you notice, with that feeling, just like that, you can imagine yourself into a whole nother world, a whole nother reality. The more that you do that, though, the trick is, the more that you actually make it true. And the more that you, let's say, feel what you were touching, whether it was money, whether it was a new home, the walls, or couch, or whatever you aspired, the more you notice that you'll be touching that one day for sure, because it is happening now actually, and you'll continue to imagine yourself into it, and your feet and your hands and your mind and your actions will follow through. Wide awake, just like that. And you'll see it in your reality. Now, this isn't no hocus pocus. This is real. This is truly real. And this is how people who are at the top, manifest their reality. It took somebody to create money. It took someone to create everything we have here, including this camera I'm looking at, including this microphone I'm talking on, including this light. All these things were imagined first, and then there was a little bit of action put into it, and they had a goal in mind, and they always stayed assured on that goal and that imagination until it became true. And then it was no longer an imagination, it was real, because it is happening. And you can do the same thing. So once again, YouTube, my name is Mashula Nixon. I hope that was fun. I hope that was enlightening. I hope that was refreshing and replenishing. For sure, follow me on Instagram. The link is in the description. Manumi Shu, that's _MANUMI_SHU. I have more content coming. I have other things coming, such as a Patreon. I have so much more that I got to share with you, women and men. And I also have a video on seduction coming soon. Please check out the last video that I just did. I also will, with the coming videos that I'm doing, I'm looking to give a giveaway out of financial gain, of course, because, like one of my favorite quotes says, we'll accept the ones that jingle, but we prefer the kind that folds, if you feel what I'm saying. So I will be giving a giveaway out, a financial giveaway out very soon on my channel. And I'm on the road to 100 subscribers. I'm also on the road to, just as many views as possible, because I hope you can see that value here that I'm sharing with you. And in turn, from your feedback, I can see the value in you guys as well. Until next time, harmony, love, and the top psyche above. I'm Shula Salim, the Ghetto Prince Hakeem, leader of Manumi, here to help you transform into your new you. Harmony.